Seth Rollins is a big WWE star in World Wrestling Entertainment world. Here are not only 20 facts you never knew about Seth Rollins but also some real and little known things. Ring name: Seth Rollins. Birth name: Colby Lopez. Born May 28, 1986, resides in Davenport, Iowa. Height: 6 feet 1 inch. Weight: 217 pounds. Wrestling debut: 2003. And now 20 facts about Seth Rollins over here. Number 20, he started wrestling at the age of 14. At the young age of 14, Rollins began backyard wrestling with some of his friends from school. Only 3 years later, at the age of 17, Rollins would wrestle his very first match for Scott County Wrestling, SCW. In 2003, Rollins wrestled under the name of Giggs. Number 19. Tyler Black. Before ever becoming a household name for the WWE, Seth Rollins went by the name of Tyler Black. Wrestling on the independent circuit, Rollins actually made his debut as Tyler Black during his first ever match with the WWE prior to a SmackDown taping. His name was later changed to Seth Rollins when he made his debut for the WWE's developmental brand at the time, Florida Championship Wrestling, FCW. Number 18. Wrestled for TNA. Along his way through the Indies, Rollins actually made a brief stop wrestling for Total Non-Stop Action Wrestling, TNA, in October of 2006. Wrestling under the name of Tyler Black, Rollins teamed up with Jeff Luxon. Number 17. Rollins attended WrestleMania as a fan and was inspired to join WWE. Seth Rollins attended WrestleMania as a fan and it was that which decided his career goals. He first went to Mania back in 2006, when he attended WrestleMania 22 in Chicago. John Cena vs. Triple H was the main event that night, two men who Rollins would end up facing in 2014. In the space of 8 years, he went from Mania fan to Mania main eventer. He also attended WrestleMania 26 in 2010, which was main evented by Shawn Michaels' last ever match with The Undertaker. Number 16. Training with John Cena. Two men who trained at Cena's gym were Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. They actually appeared in a WWE video promoting the gym. The gym, known as John Cena's Hard Knocks, is primarily set up for weightlifting. It is filled with weights and conditioning equipment. The whole thing is designed to add size and strength, which is exactly what Rollins needed. Number 15. He had knee surgery in 2015. While fighting Kane at a live event in Ireland, Rollins tore the ACL, MCL, and medial meniscus in his knee and was forced to undergo surgery. Number 14. He has a dog and a kitten. Seth Rollins is a dog person, as will be clear to anyone who follows him on Instagram. He is frequently seen acting as various dogs' best friends, in particular his own Yorkie named Kevin. He is not just about dogs, though. Rollins recently brought a cat named Daryl into the family. Number 13. He makes $310,000 per year. Considering how prominent he has been over the past few years, it should not come as a surprise that Seth Rollins earns a pretty substantial paycheck. Rollins is evidently making about $310,000 per year at the WWE. Number 12. Evan made Rollins' WWE entry. It was actually Evan Bourne that convinced Rollins to join the WWE. Rollins had many offers on the table at that point, including contract offers from Raw and TNA Wrestling. Evan Bourne was a former WWE superstar. He convinced Rollins to join the WWE because at the end of the day, that is the place you want to be in. In August of 2010, Rollins signed a developmental deal with the WWE. Number 11. Loses to Curtis in his debut. For Rollins, winning was not always as easy as it seems to be today. In his debut match with WWE's territory FCW, Seth was defeated by Michael MC Gillicuddy, also known as Curtis Axel. However, because following the loss, Rollins won the Jack Briscoe Classic tournament, becoming the FCW 15 champion. Later, Rollins eventually became the first ever NXT champion. Number 10. The meaning behind the name Seth Rollins. Many people may not know this, but the name Seth Rollins is actually a tribute to one of his childhood idols growing up. Rollins claims he took his name from Henry Rollins, the leader of his favorite band Black Flag. Rollins claims he took his name from Henry Rollins, the leader of his favorite band Black Flag. Seth decided to use the name as a type of tribute to the musician. Number 9. He credits Joey Mercury for saving his career, as Joey has done a lot for Rollins with the WWE. Rollins was so frustrated that he wanted to quit WWE altogether. Number 8. Armenian, German and Irish descent. Actually he is Armenian and not Latin descent. Rollins unfortunately never got to meet his real biological father. Number 7. At first wished to be a football player. At a very young age Rollins wished to be a football player. He always dreamed of being like Jerry Rice. Number 6. Intense gamer. Rollins on his well-earned days off really enjoys doing absolutely nothing and playing video games all day, games like Metal Gear Solid. He also claims that when he does play wrestling games, he only ever chose himself or Cesaro. Number 5. Fan of punk rock. Rollins was a big metalhead early on in his life, and he later transitioned to a more punk rock style. Rollins admits that he would love to combine his passion for music with his character in the WWE one day. Number 4. Rollins joins CM Punk and Daniel Bryan in the history books. Seth joined some prestigious names when he was crowned WWE Champion and became only the third ever superstar to capture the WWE Championship and the World Championship. Seth joins only WWE Superstars CM Punk and Daniel Bryan on the list of other wrestlers that have ever done so. This past summer Rollins also became the first ever wrestler to hold the US and WWE Championship at once. Number 3. Shawn Michaels is his dream opponent. Rollins admitted that it is truly a long shot, but admits his dream match would be against the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. Like many others, Rollins believes that Shawn is the greatest performer in the WWE. Rollins also used a lot from Shawn in his gimmick today. Number 2. He is the only wrestler ever hold the prestigious Triple Crown. Truly remarkable. Many records Rollins has already broken at the young age of 29. Some of his great records. He is the only wrestler to have ever held the FCW Championship, the NXT Championship and the WWE Championship. Number 1. He was told he was winning the title 90 minutes before he cashed in. Although Seth still remains tight-lipped about the situation, he did admit during an interview that as the show started, he still did not know that he was going to win the championship. Several creative meetings were held throughout the day before it was finally determined that Rollins would become the first wrestler to ever cash in his Money in the Bank contract at WrestleMania. Some rumors indicate that Rollins was told 90 minutes before it was going down. Rollins met with Michael Hayes, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar a little bit before the main event to put together the finish of the match. Following the match, Rollins had no time to celebrate and was put on a private jet and told to make his way to numerous interviews he had to do the next morning. Rollins basically admitted to getting no sleep in 48 hours. Talk about a turn of events for Rollins. That truly was a day he will never forget. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel. Fans Like TV.